Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Latanya, and I am back with another video. And the title of this message is You Need God. And I believe this video is going to be a part one, and there may be a part two and a part three to go along with it, because there are so many scriptures in the Bible and so many stories. There are just so many reminders that we need God in everything that we do. No matter what you may be enduring, no matter what season you're in, you will always need God. There will never not be a day where you will not need him at all. So that leads me into my first verse, which is Psalms 127:1, which says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Unless the Lord guards the city, the watchman keeps awake in vain." So if God isn't in it, like, no matter what you're doing, it's just without his guidance, without his instructions, without his protection, it's pointless. And that leads me into the next verse, which is Psalms 121. And I'm reading from the Amplified translation. "I will lift up my eyes to the hills of Jerusalem, for where shall my help come from? From where shall my help come? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to slip. He who keeps you will not slumber." Verse 5 says, "The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade on your right hand. The sun will not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will protect you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will guard your going out and your coming in, everything that you do from this time forth and forever." So this song explicitly is saying that you need God with you every single day in everything that you do. And one of the books that the Lord is having me study right now is the book of Joshua. And the book of Joshua is all throughout the book of Joshua, he relied on God through everything, from crossing over the Jordan, taking the city of Jericho. I mean, he literally just relied on God through it all. It would have, which, like the first verse, where if God, if those who build a house, just like in Psalms 127:1, sorry, Joshua, that verse points to the book of Joshua, when Joshua is, him and the children of Israel are possessing the promised land. Like, it was no way they could have done it on their own. No way. I mean, without God, all of them would have perished. And so I wanted to go to chapter 6. And I'm going to start at verse 2. "The Lord said to Joshua, 'See, I have given Jericho into your hand with its king and the mighty warriors. Now you shall march around the city, all the men of war, circling the city once. You shall do this once each day for 6 days. Also, 7 priests shall carry 7 trumpets made of ram's horns ahead of the ark. Then on the 7th day you shall march around the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow the trumpets.'" So I won't keep reading down, but just by them just following the Lord's instructions, they were able to take Jericho. And they would not have been able to do it without the Lord's help. As a matter of fact, in the next chapter, in chapter 7, when Israel was defeated at Ai, they were defeated because of through disobedience of Achan. I looked up his name to get the correct pronunciation. It's Achan, but I'm just Achan. So through his disobedience, the children of Israel, they become accursed, and the Lord was like, I will not be with you until you handle this problem. And so once Achan and his household were killed, then Israel was able to go back and defeat Ai in the next chapter. And I had, let's see, in chapter 8, let's see, starting at verse 1. Now the Lord said to Joshua, do not fear or be dismayed. Take all the men of war with you and set out. Go up to Ai. See, I have given the king of Ai, his people, his city, and his land into your hand. You shall do the same to Ai and its king as you did to Jericho and its king, except that you shall take only its spoil and its cattle as plunder for yourselves. Set up an ambush for the city behind it on the west side. And so here again, they couldn't do it without God. They couldn't at all. Like, they could not have done it. And then in the next chapter, in chapter 9, because Joshua did not consult God, when the Gibeonites came and they mischievously went into a covenant with the children of Israel, and then once they found out who they really were, it was nothing that they could do because they had already went into a covenant with them. But had Joshua consulted God before doing anything, of course God would have told him, like, no, these people are lying to you, they're tricking you, they are not who they say they are. And so he would have gave them that answer, but Joshua, he didn't consult God, so he ended up going into a covenant with the Gibeonites. And so again, you need the Lord, and no matter in what you do, no matter what season you're in, no matter what's going on, no matter what you're facing, you will always need God, always. And so lastly, in chapter 10 of Joshua, there were 5 kings that came against, that attacked Gibeon. And so they sent word like, hey, we need help. Don't leave us to die. And so Joshua goes to fight to help them. And let's see, let me go down to verse 8. The Lord said to Joshua, do not fear them, because I have given them into your hand. Not one of them shall stand before you. So Joshua came upon them suddenly, surprising them by marching uphill all night from Gilgal. And it was so many of them that Let's see. What was a particular verse I was looking for? There was a particular verse I was looking for. But there was so many of them that came against Gibeon. So many of them. But in the end, the children of Israel prevailed because, again, they had the help of the Lord with them. They had God was with them. And also, too, in verse 11, it says, as they fled from Israel while they were at the descent of Beth-horon, the Lord threw down large stones of hail from heaven on them as far as Azekah, and they died. More Amorites died because of the hailstones than those whom the sons of Israel killed with the sword. So God was with them. Had God not been with them, they would not have survived, like, through any of it. And so that's all I have for this video. I'll be back with, because I have even more scriptures, and I wanted to, like, kind of chop this up into, like, maybe a few videos at a time. So that's all I have for this video. And I hope that this message was a blessing to you. And until next time, you all stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.